I'm sure that on top for a lot of people right now is the financial situation.
Yes.
What is the opportunity in that for us?
Yes. What's fascinating about it is that we have been attempting to make it happen for a long, long time. Prophets have been prophesizing the downfall on a global level, not just the American economy, for a long time, as a point of passing through onto a different octave, when money would be nothing to us, when it would be irrelevant. It's very difficult for us who are living here and have, in fact, lost our money, lost our security, lost our future at the whim of the situation that's happening on a global level right now. What is the opportunity? The opportunity is to discover that since we have templates of manifestation, that instead of going downward to the passage that we have come from for eons of time, the primordial level of survival, my tribe against your tribe, give me the money. Instead, if we were to stretch up and stretch out and begin to imagine that we could manifest what it was that we needed, we could bring about a balance. Why does this happen? It happens to reshift, to rebalance. I think the financial situation will rebalance itself sometime in the near future. Maybe not in the near future, but sometime fairly soon. So this is a window. This is a window in which we could do something not for survival purposes, but because we do have a sense that we came into body with a purpose, that we are spiritual beings, that we are a part of divine energy, that we can manifest. And as Spock said, for the good of the whole. For the good of the whole. For example, in the United States, we have granaries that are so full that we could feed the world for years to come, the entire 6 billion people, for years to come. And yet we have not shared that. We have said, you can borrow from us, but we'll keep tabs. We have not opened the coffers. It doesn't mean that we're bad. Americans, I think, are some of the most generous people on the planet. But this is an example. We have not learned that if you are starving, I am starving. Does it make a difference whether I am starving spiritually or emotionally and you are starving physically? Well, it certainly does to the one who's hungry. But in truth, it's the same conversation. And anyone who's had a near-death experience, or who has come to the end of their life, or who has sat with someone who died in front of them, they will know exactly what I'm talking about. And so this window of opportunity before we move back to or on to, oh, well, that crisis is over and now we can keep on being stingy and grabbing for ourselves and not being honest or truthful. We are coming to the end of that choice. And we are here not to suffer it, but because we have the power as souls to make the leap across the abyss. There are solutions. I'm just starting right now a new program for television called Conscious Solutions. So I thank you for this question, in which I'll bring other people in talking about various situations around the world where we can say, what are the physical, financial, intellectual, emotional, spiritual solutions to these kinds of problems? Because people are coming up with answers. And sometimes they just don't realize that it matters, that they do the one little thing that they do. You know, the small step that they do, that it matters. It matters because everything that you think, and this is the truth, everything that you think ripples out through your electromagnetic energy and influences the thoughts and feelings and choices of everyone around you. So watch that go out across the planet. And so there are many possibilities here. I have absolute faith in the brilliance of humanity, that we're brilliant beings, that we have galactic DNA and angelic DNA, and we have in here, in the mind of the cells, answers. I can remember my 4-year-old coming up with an answer to pollution and an answer to fuel. He was 4, he figured it out. You know, we have within us that probability, that possibility. We just haven't come together. We haven't learned that if we put our fabulous brain power together, we'll come up with something.